Hello and welcome to Fremont Street. Welcome to our channel. I'm Sean from Miles to Memories, and I can't wait to give you a tour of the brand new casino that's going to be opening in late October. We're going to check out how it looks on the outside, all of the progress, tons of construction walls went down. But first, here's some scenes of Fremont as we cruised up the eastern section. A lot of this area is going to get torn out, redeveloped over the next few years, and there's some gems to be seen and a lot of Vegas history there. Here we are walking by Main Street Station on our way to Circa, and I will have a lot of footage on this in an upcoming shuttered Casinos of Vegas tour because unfortunately Main Street Station is still closed with no reopening date set. But Circa has a reopening date. We know that the casino at this beautiful new property will open on October 28th, 2020, with the hotel following on December 28th, 2020. They shifted construction to focus on finishing the casino so they could get it open. And because we're so close, there's a lot of neat things to see and a lot of differences from our past videos. One of the biggest differences you'll see here is with the Circa sign. It's now installed on both sides of the building at the top, and then you're gonna see later on, they even have some installation down on the ground level on Fremont Street, and it's looking really good. But first, let's take a look back to the end of June and see what this area looked like. There's the Circa Tower with double cranes. The crane now has been jacked down for the most part. And we can see the fencing and the fencing around Garage Mahal, which is the 1,200 space parking garage. There's the pedestrian bridge, which will be air conditioned to connect the garage to the casino, and the Garage Mahal sign is up. And all of those fences that prevented us from seeing inside are now gone. So we can actually get a good look inside Garage Mahal. And it's a garage you're actually gonna wanna look inside of because it has art installations throughout. And they also are advertising a seamless Uber and Lyft experience. And it's a very good area to get in and out of, so they've really thought about this, and it will be a popular place downtown. And here's a look into this entrance. I don't know if this is the entrance or the exit. We will look in the other side in just a minute where you can see even more cool stuff. But this area is really coming along. One of the nice things about this tour is we'll look during the day and at night, so you're gonna get a great sense of how this fits in to the rest of the area downtown. Let's walk around a little bit, take a look at this other part of the garage, and then I'll meet you further down on Main Street. Construction workers are busy installing the lighting and the facade packages here and the new Circa sign right on the corner. Kind of hard to see here, but we'll get a look at it just a bit later. But first, let's take a look at the concept art. What will this look like when it's done? This is Main Street. You see the Fremont canopy to the right. This is what this area will look like. Those guys are working on that lighting right now. And there's that Circa sign. Everything but the C has now been installed. And we're gonna get lots of looks at that from above at night. So just stick around for that. And just another look back here to June, and you can see no Circa sign on the top. And one of the interesting things about this time was protests were going on, and so there was metal detectors to get on Fremont Street. Those have long been gone again, but that gives you kind of a taste of history there as the modern Circa gets ready to open in just about 6 weeks. One of my favorite spots to look at Circa and look at Fremont Street in general is the Plaza. This is Oscar's restaurant on the second floor, and this area used to house a pool and looks right down Fremont Street, and it gives some really nice views of Circa. You just gotta head up the escalators if you wanna see this yourself. This is what it looked like back in June, and you can see the construction of the top of the screen, which we'll see here in just a second as we go upstairs. But first, this is what the pool area used to look like and what Fremont used to look like. And I don't know about you, but I would die to be able to go swimming in this pool and have this view again. I did grow up at a time where the canopy wasn't there, so I have memories of being on Fremont Street, and I do miss that view. But here we are upstairs at the Plaza, and this is the pool at Circa, which is going to feature 6 temperature-controlled pools, 2 spas, and that amazing screen, which will have 14 million pixels. And this is the concept art of what it should all look like. Notice Garage Mahal with its lighting package and the pedestrian bridge towards the left. And here's a better look at the pool area with that expansive screen. This is going to be an incredibly popular place, especially on the weekends and on game days. And it's definitely unique, something that no other pool area is really doing. And high up above Las Vegas, let's just enjoy the views, then we'll head down to Fremont Street. The construction walls are mostly down and Circa is getting ready to open. This is really exciting. And here we look back at June, and that giant construction wall really blocked our view of what was going on behind it. And we can't really see inside the building because they still have things blocking our view, but that wall is completely gone and missing, and it just is a great sign that this place is getting ready to open. This first adults-only casino in Las Vegas getting ready to open its doors. What we're seeing here, I believe, is the bar area. This will be the longest outdoor bar on Fremont Street. This part of Fremont Street is quiet, and this Wednesday night that we visited was fairly quiet as well. But I believe when this opens, you will see a lot more action on this part of Fremont Street. This is the east edge of Circa, and it still has a lot of scaffolding, which perhaps is the least changed from our last video in June and over the last couple of months. They still have a lot of work to be doing with painting, I think, and other areas on the outside. Although when we look back here in a second at the video from June, you'll see that there has been some major changes to the scaffolding. And here is what it looked like back in June. And it's definitely come along a long way, but they still have a lot of work to do here. It's really exciting to see all of these changes and to see this property sort of shed its skin as it gets ready to open. That's the crane on the right being jacked down, and we are now at downtown Grand, and I thought it would be worth showing you what this view looked like in the twilight as the sun went down, and also here is what it looked like a couple of months ago. And yeah, it's really a fun area, and if you've never been to this area near downtown Grand, it's definitely worth visiting. They're opening a brand new tower called the Gallery Tower in just a couple of weeks. This is what it'll look like. I didn't get any footage of the tower itself, unfortunately, but you'll see the area of the casino where it is in just a second. The rooms look pretty typical for downtown Grand. These are not luxury rooms, but they should be very nice, very modern, and they're brand new. About $50 a night to start is what we're looking at, plus resort fees. The regular rooms in the other towers are right about $30 a night for the end of this month. So definitely keep that in mind if you're staying downtown. This is an interesting place, and you can stay in brand new rooms starting September 22nd.
So ladies right here, where are you from? Where are you from, miss? All of Colorado, we just got our first $20. Make some noise!
Circa looks spectacular during the day, but it looks even nicer at night, even though we don't have any of the many neat lights that will eventually be on the outside of this building. It does tower over everything else in downtown. I know I've said that before, but I can't really stress that enough. When you're there, when you're standing under it, it just feels significantly bigger than everything else that's there. And I originally thought that was a bad thing, but having been here a number of times and seen it from a number of angles, I can say it really is a great thing. There's tons of other footage of Circa in our Las Vegas construction update where we toured all of the construction projects, and I definitely had different angles from further away. So if you're interested in that, check out that video. But here we are looking at it from the Main Street Station parking lot. A really great project, one that's going to hopefully bring new people to Vegas, and it's bringing new concepts, new restaurants, and new fun to downtown Las Vegas. Can't wait for it to open, just about a month and a half away. Thanks for watching.